out here to really teach is that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the Bible. The same Israelites that Moses brought out of Egypt, we descend from them, and the Bible proves it itself.
Yeah.
Right? Give me Jeremiah. Give me the book of Revelation. And the Bible is real accurate on who the children of Israel are, because there's a set of curses that they would be identified. Right? Read this.
Jeremiah chapter 14 and verse 2.
Bring it out.
Judah mourneth,
Right?
and the gates thereof languish.
It says Judah is in mourning, right? And the gates thereof languish. They yelling, they're crying out, right? The tribe of Judah is the only one that's out here. Black Lives Matter. Got to march up in the street and everything, right? Can you read it?
They are black.
They are what?
They are black
The true Jews are black. Read.
unto the ground.
So they're the color of the soil. The black and brown into the ground. Read.
And the cry of Jerusalem has gone up.
Right. So basically the Lord hears the cries that we're crying unto him because of all the stipulations and all the things that we going through upon the earth. But these things that we going through, like poverty, black on black crime, fathers being absent out the homes, those are specific curses that the Lord put on us, right? Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 15. Read this.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse number 9.
Bring it up.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan,
Read.
which say they are Jews and are not.
The Lord said that he's going to make them of the synagogue of Satan who say they are Jews and are not, right? The Bible says that when the Israelites and the Jews are in their homeland, there will be no more war anymore. But you see, they blowing everything up over there. Read.
They are not, but do lie.
But they do what?
But do lie.
But they do lie. Read.
Behold, I will make them to come and worship before thy feet.
The Lord promised that he was going to make them to worship before our feet, right? But this is the reason. This is the curses that we're going through. Read that. 28, 15.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Right.
to observe and to do all his commandments and his statutes I command you this day,
Right.
that all these curses,
That all these what?
all these curses
Read.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So the Lord said if we don't listen to him and follow his commandments, then what was going to happen? We was going to, yeah, exactly. We're going to go through generational curses.
I believe in God.
Yeah, for sure. Right? All those curses, right, are written up in the Bible. Everything that we go through. Read the first curse.
Verse number 16.
Right?
Cursed shalt thou be in the city.
If you look around, our people was cursed in every city in America. Really every city up in the world. Japan, Russia, hell, even Israel, man. Right? Because that's their neighborhoods that's getting shot down and blown up by these missiles for the most part. Can you read it?
Cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Right? And it said, cursed shalt thou be in the field. Our people are the only people on the face of the earth that have been through chattel slavery and were cursed in the sugarcane fields, cotton fields, tobacco fields, and strawberry fields. Right? Go to verse number 54.
Verse number 54.
Right?
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate,
Right?
his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
His what?
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
The Lord said that the people that this is talking about, which are the Israelites, they're going to have an evil eye towards their brothers. That's black on black crime, brown on black crime, right? And etc. Read.
His eyes shall be evil toward his brother,
Right.
and toward the wife of his bosom.
Right? And the wife of his bosom. So there's a lot of baby mama drama, right? Domestic violence going on. Read.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall lead.
Which he shall what?
Which he shall lead.
And so we lead in fatherless households, being just so-called African Americans, right? So the Lord is real specific with the curses that we're going through, right? Go to verse 68.
Verse 68.
This is the icing on the cake.
Hold on, I gotta get back in the gym.
Okay.
Before they close, I gotta finish my workout.
All
I
right.
just ran out the car real quick to grab some.
All right, this is the last one. I'll let you go. Read this.
Verse 68.
Right.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into what?
Into Egypt again.
Egypt, they were slaves up in Egypt, right? So the Lord, he talks in like hip talk, right? We get our speech from him. So if I say that I'll be back in a minute, I'm not literally looking at the clock like 59, 58. Exactly. So he said he going to bring us into Egypt again, right? That means he'll bring us back into slavery again, right? With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
We're the only people on the face of the earth to go into slavery on slave ships. Nobody else has ever gone into slavery on slave ships except for us in all of history, right? Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We wasn't going to see our homeland again. Read.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
And when we get off them slave ships, we were sold to Master Johnson, Master Jackson, Master Smith, right? And we was passed around their nation. Read.
For bondmen and bondwomen,
Right?
and no man shall buy you.
And we wasn't going to get redeemed from this captivity except for when Christ comes back. So go to verse 1 of the same chapter. Right?
This is
For us to get out of this situation, we got to do something. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse number 1.
Bring it up.
And it shall come to pass,
Right?
if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If we actually listen and do the things that he says, read.
to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day,
Right?
that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
So if we do the things that the Lord says, he'll wipe away all of our curses, right? And then we'll be in a rulership position that we was actually created to be in. We're only not up in our rulership position because we disobeyed our God. But he made us to be the ruling class citizen on the face of the earth. It's not supposed to be anybody else. So the message is we just got to come back to our God and follow his commandments as he told us to, right? Everything that he showed us up in these laws, we got to do it because we promised to him already. All right, King? Now,
Thank y'all.
no problem. Take this with you,
Okay.
right?
Appreciate
Just
it.
fly it real quick.
I mean, the stuff on the.
That's all good.
All right.
All right, you have a good one, King.
All right, likewise. Nice meeting you.
You too, man. Let's get Joel chapter 12 and verse number 24. And give me the book of Isaiah chapter 1 and verse number 3. Right? Our people don't really know who they are, man. They don't know what's required of them. They don't know why they're up in certain positions, man. Right? And meanwhile, the world is just keeping on going, right? Continuously, right? But the Lord is getting ready to establish us again as a whole nation, right? And bring us back to him. He's going to call us a people again. But right now, we don't know who we are, right? Read that.
Job chapter 12, verse 24.
Bring it up.
He taketh away the heart of the chief of the people of the earth.
It says that he takes away the heart of the chief of the people of the earth, meaning he took away our mind, right? Now, we're stuck in madness, man. Read.
And causes them to wander in a wilderness where there is no way.
Hey, and now we wander in this wilderness in America where there is no way, there's no foundation, right? Our people is wandering inside of Christianity. Our people is wandering inside of the Muslim faith, Islam, right? Our people's wandering inside of what, Buddhism. But we have yet to come back to our God and do the things that he said. For what, man? We have to do the things that the Lord says. Keep reading.
And causes them to wander in a wilderness
Right.
where there is no way.
Read.
They grope in the dark without light.
We what?
They grope in the dark without light.
And without us knowing who our God is, we don't really know our light. Do you know who you are according to the Bible system? Yeah, according to God. Yeah, but you know there's 12 tribes of children of God, right? So what we showing is that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right, they are the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. The children of Israel are the only ones that are called children of God, right? It's nobody else. The so-called white man is not a child of God. Give me that up in Romans, right? Romans chapter 9 and verse number 13, right? The so-called Arab man and the East Indian man, they're not children of God, right? Only the children of Israel, who are the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they're the children of God, but we forgot who we are, right? Read that up in Isaiah for me. Isaiah chapter 1 and verse number 3.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse number 3.
Bring it out.
The ox know his owner,
Right?
and the ass his master's crib.
It says that the ox knows his owner and the donkey knows where he belongs, right? Read.
Israel do not know.
But Israel, the children of Israel, don't know either. They don't know who they are. They don't know who their God is. They don't know their homeland. If I were to ask you where your homeland is, I'm pretty sure you would say Africa. But Africa, you'll say here?
I'm gonna say here.
But this is the land of our captivity, man.
I understand that.
Right?
I don't have. If they tell me go back where I come from, where do I go?
Give me the book of Galatians chapter 4 real quick. You give me Galatians 4 and verse number 26. That's a good question, right? That's why we was touching on that. We were saying that our people don't really know who they are, where they go back to.
I'm gonna agree with
So
you.
naturally, you would just call this place home.
Correct.
Right. I understand you. Right. Bring this out.
This is Galatians chapter 4 and verse number 26.
Bring it out.
But Jerusalem,
But where?
but Jerusalem,
Read.
which is above, is free,
Read.
which is the mother of us all.
Right, so our homeland would actually be Jerusalem. Now we got sources from even Louisiana State University that shows you that the slave ships brought from the land of Judah, you over here up in Mississippi, right, and up in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, right. So our homeland would actually be Jerusalem, but they hid that from us, and then they did a replacement theology, right, and called themselves Jewish, right, but
And that I do know.
exactly, right, when we're actually the true Jews. When Kanye said something about it, he lost over $1 billion. When Kyrie said something about all he did was retweet a movie, right? And he got sat down from the NBA, and they made him do a 6-step program to apologize to the Jewish community. They always play the victim, right? When in reality, blacks and Hispanics, they literally have every excuse to play the victim, yet they really don't. All they do is they take their whooping like a man. Because they know that deep down inside, they know that their whooping is from the Most High God, and it truly is, right? You read it?
For it is written,
Right?
rejoice thou barren that bearest not.
Read that again.
I know
For
I
it
see
is written,
a long time, so I saw
rejoice thou barren that bearest not.
Read.
Break forth and cry, thou that travailest not. For the desolate have many more children than she which have an husband.
Let's see that the desolate have many more children. So there's a lot more of these heathens out here, man. There's a lot more of these nations, and they're a little bit they're more established than we are, right? They're way more established. They got their country built up. Meanwhile, we're living at the bottom of every country that we built up, man. Right? Let's go back to Job chapter 12. Right? Continue on that, Isaiah. Baruch Hashem.
Ox know his owner,
Right?
and the masters asked his crib. Israel do not know. My people do not consider.
Read.
A sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
Hey, it says the Lord is frustrated, man. Our sinful nation, a people laden with much iniquity, man. Our people have been going off for time and time, right? Time after time, going off according to the Most High God. Read.
A seed of evildoers.
A what?
A seed of evildoers.
And because we just grope at noonday, right, we become a seed of evildoers, man. Because we wander in a land, right, that has no way, in a wilderness that has no way, now, like, we're a seed of evildoers now. We taken hold unto their way of life, and their way of life was never built for us. It works for them because they're the scum of the earth, man. A pig can eat another pig and just survive, right? But that's not the way that we ought to live, right? The same isn't the same. It's not the same way for a lamb, man. Right? A lamb can't eat everything, right? You got to feed him right, or else he'll perish, right? Keep reading.
Children that are corrupted, and corruptions, that have forsaken the Lord.
They have what?
They have forsaken the Lord.
And our problem is that we keep on forsaking the Lord, man. We keep pulling away the shoulder, man. Every time he tells us to do something, we want to do the opposite because they made it cool to be disobedient to God and to just be an all-out so-called savage, man, right? When actually we're a nation of king and priests. Give me the book of Exodus, right? Chapter 21 and verse number 15, right? Bring this out.
This is Job 12 and verse number 24.
Bring it out.
He taketh away the heart of the chief of the people of the earth and causes them to wander in a wilderness where there is no way.
Keep reading.
They grope in the dark without light, and he maketh them to stagger like a drunken man.
And now we staggering in the ways of the Lord. We just around here drunken and staggering in a wilderness, man. A dark wilderness at that, man. Read.
Job 13.
Give me the book. Well, yeah, continue on that.
Job 13 and 1.
Bring it out.
Lo, my eye have seen all this. Mine ear have heard and understood it.
Right?
What ye know, the same do I know also. I am not inferior unto you.
Now, listen, right? Because now we got to come up out of our pride, man. A lot of the times we'll bring out this information and people be like, yeah, we know that we know the information. No, you don't. Or else you would have acted on it, man. Right? Read.
Surely I will speak to the Almighty and desire to reason with God.
Now, hold on, right? Because that's them considering their ways. What really just happened is that You're starting to really understand it now, right? We can read it out of the Bible, and now you can see it up in your mind. And when we read them curses, and you'll have the dots to connect. That's what's happening, right? And now you'll speak to the Most High God, and then He'll fill you up with that wisdom, man. Fill you up with that water. Read.
But ye are forgers of lies.
But what?
Ye are forgers of lies.
But our people have been forgers of lies, man, right? Thinking that they've been believing in God and serving God and worshiping God, but you haven't, because you haven't done it the way that He told you to. You're not doing it the way that He told you to, therefore you can't do it at all. You're not doing it at all, right? Read.
Ye are all physicians of no value.
Read. Hey, it says you're physicians of no value, right? Your advice doesn't heal the hurt of the people when you don't do it according to the Bible, man, right? That's literally what's happening, man. It is putting a Band-Aid over a bullet wound.
Going to the pastors, and the pastor's lying.
And the pastor's lying. And he just making you feel good, and that's cool for the moment, I guess, right? On the Sundays when they go to church, they feel good when they come out. But that don't even carry until Monday. Monday, you right back to reality. Matter of fact, as soon as you leave them church doors, you right back to reality. That everything is not going to be okay as so long as you keep disobeying the Lord, man. Right, Reed?
Oh, that ye would altogether hold your peace.
It said what?
Oh, that you will altogether hold your peace.
Our people just need to be quiet and listen to what the Lord is saying, man. Right? That's how you're supposed to learn. That's literally how you're supposed to learn. That instruction wasn't only for the women, right? To be silent up in them churches while it's being taught, while the word is being taught. That it said in like manner also, man. So just like he got to do it. You got to. That's how you learn. That's how you take it all in, and that's how you soak up all the knowledge, man. A child is sitting right there paying attention to every move that you make. He's silent. He or she is silent, looking at you take steps, looking how you get up off the floor. And then eventually they start getting up off the floor, seeing how you put one foot in front of the other, and then they start putting one foot in front of the other, and they start walking eventually. Right? They pay attention. You have to be like unto a child as well when it comes to the Bible. Right? Just take the instruction of the Bible and run with it. Do it to the best of your abilities. Right, Reed?
Or that you will altogether hold your peace. Right. And it should be your wisdom.
It shall what?
It should be your wisdom.
And that's how you'll get wisdom, man. That's how Christ was learning, right? Inside of those synagogues, man. He grew in much wisdom is what the scripture said. He went over there, he listened, and then he started to understand, man. And then the Lord started to teach him. The Lord literally started to teach him. If only you hold your peace, you will start to learn. And then the dots will connect, and then the Lord will increase you as well. Yahushua laid the foundation. He showed you how it works, right? We just got to get our faith up now, right? Without faith to the moon, man, we could be out here flying, literally, right? How you feeling, King? You see yourself up on this sign right here? Take a look real quick. Yeah, which one? What? You said from the house of Judah, right? That's right, man. Right? Our people haven't been knowing who they are for a long time. So we've been taking hold to being black, so-called African American, and all these other proverbs and bywords that has no blessings attached to it. But to be from the house of Judah, it means something. Judah means high praise, right? That was the blessing that the Lord gave to our tribe. He said, Judah, thou art who thy brethren shall praise. Everybody wants to be like the so-called black man, right? Everybody. You can't stop it, right? See that? Now, nowadays, we've become a seed of evildoers, though. And now everybody follows the wickedness of even our footsteps. But the Lord made you to actually be his lawgiver, right? Give me that up in Genesis chapter 49 and verse number 10, right? I'm going to show you exactly what our duty is and what the Lord wants you to be before he makes his arrival, because he is surely coming back. That's why a whole space force was made to kind of keep him at bay. Exactly. Right? Bring that out.
This is Genesis 49 and verse 10.
Bring it out.
The scepter shall not depart from Judah.
The scepter is for rulership. The Lord said it won't depart from Judah. We were always built to be kings and built to be rulers and governors, right? Read.
Nor a lawgiver.
Nor what?
Nor a lawgiver.
Read.
From between his feet.
So our women, they were always supposed to birth kings and rulers and princes. That's the blessing that's given to us. And that's the prophecy that is given to us as well. Christ is from the tribe of Judah, and he's the ultimate ruler. So with him being our king, he's a king over kings. Isn't that the saying? The King of Kings? Exactly. The Lord of Lords as well. So the Lord created us to be those things, but we got to start doing what he say. Right, Reed?
Nor a lawgiver
Right.
from between his feet.
Reed?
Until Shiloh come.
Until Shiloh comes. Shiloh is a word that kind of means husband, right? A husband, he's a husband to the nation. Read.
And unto him shall the gathering of the people be.
And then he's going to come and he's going to gather all these people from everywhere that we've been scattered. We've been scattered here in the Americas, throughout the whole world. But Christ is going to gather us back, and we're going to be called a nation again, because we haven't been called a nation in a long time. Look at the what do they call it? The United Nations. Right. Who's representing us?
No.
All of our slave masters, right? Don't you know they literally came together, and 123 countries said that the transatlantic slave trade was the worst atrocity in the world, and only 3 countries, right, voted against it, right? One was America, the other one was Argentina, and the other one was Israel, right? So the people that reign over us, they are not for our turn. They do not love us. So we got to separate from them completely, right? Exactly. Can you take this flyer with you, right? This got the YouTube and the Facebook on it. Go ahead. All right. You see that? We just want to get back to who we are. I want a crown again, man. All right. I'm tired of this place. Yeah, I need peace and rest, man.
Right.
All right. My damn ox fell into a ditch yesterday, man. Like, for real, man. I'm tired of this place. Literally, just snapped mentally after that. Because it's like what else could go wrong? Just go ahead and get all the bombs and blow this thing up already. Let's get it cracking. We tired of the $5 gas prices, right? And now they said that it's $129 per barrel for oil. Literally, $129 a barrel. You're not gonna see no $3 gas anytime soon. The new normal, man. The new normal, man. Exactly. Everybody trying to, you think that you're gonna be able to transfer to electric vehicles, but that's not gonna last long here. And then plus, I don't want to wait no hour for my car to charge up, man. Like, what you mean? I got things to do within that hour, man. For only 200 miles, man. See that? Only 200 miles. They not. Not with that, man. Not with just a regular electric vehicle, man. I'll take my chances with a damn horse, man. Yeah, with a bike. See that? A scooter, right? A mule. Like, we'll get it cracking with those things again. Yeah. Right, the kick and push, man. See that? Our grandfather used to tell about how our great-grandfather, right, his father would ride him into town, right, with the horse and buggy. And he used to be trying to hide from the people because he was embarrassed to be inside of the horse and buggy because everybody else had cars, man.
Boy.
Let's see, Grandpa, he grew up on the farm, man. Me, I'm giddy upping on that bad boy, man.
Right.
If Granddaddy was alive today to see $5 a gallon, he'll want that horse and buggy back, man. For real, man.
One day quarter full, now like a damn G.
Exactly, man. See that? And then you got the what you got the what are you gonna say?
It's crazy you say that because there's like a comparison between a man, we heard this before, the man with a car and the man with a wagon.
Right.
My grandfather was the man with the wagon.
Right.
And he was the most hard working.
And that's
with the wagon. He had more value to himself than the man with the car.
Yeah.
exactly. And then Grandma chose the one with the wagon, man, the humble man. Let's see that. And then
Strong, hard work.
yeah. And then the Lord blessed him abundantly. He paid off his house in 13 years. You don't hear about that nowadays. It was definitely supposed to take 30. It's supposed to take 30 years to pay that bad boy off. And he cut that down in less than half of that time. So the Lord will increase. Like there's much more riches inside of natural goods, right? See that? Because I would love, because this generation, they'll sell all their land just to get a couple mil, and then they'll burn through that mill.
I know you just sold generational wealth.
You sold generational wealth. You sold exactly.
Money. You sold the bank.
Exactly. And that is getting harder and harder to even look for land, right? Zillow not gonna do it for you. Whole time Zillow out here lying on they lookings, man. They out here lying. Finessing. Now you buy land in this bad soil, man. See that? Nothing grows on the land. Just dead, man.
Most of the time, you gotta drive around to find the best.
Let's see that.
You find it by luck, probably.
Exactly, man. See, we want the opportunities that Abraham had, man. Abraham had it made, man. He had his land, right? He dug a well himself. For one thing, how strong do you gotta be to build a well yourself, like by hand?
And that labor too.
Yeah, that labor, man. Right? That labor was there, man. He had the mindset to go get it, man. Right?
Lock it, even his son.
Come on.
You read throughout the book of Genesis, after Abraham, even his son helped build another well as well too.
Let's see that.
It's part of his father's job as well.
Right.
And the heathens try to stop him.
See that? And the heathens always, they try to stop him. Let's see.
That last week.
And it's always, the heathen will forever try to stop you. Right? When Ezra and Nehemiah was trying to build the wall, what happened? They tried to stop them, man. Right? Literally.
And it was mad the wall got built. First, they tried to stop the wall from being built. Mocked it. They say, ain't no way in hell that's going to last.
Right.
Finally got built, and now they pissed off and mad. And then they try to reel in Nehemiah with a secret council to try to jam him up and kill him.
Right. And a false prophet. Right?
Right. Let's build it with you.
Right. We don't want your help. Because now you're going to think that we owe you something. Right. And you know Abraham, he had that mindset too. When the sons of Heth tried to give him the land for free to bury Sarah. And he said, no, I'm just going to thumb this off. You know what I'm saying? Because they going to always take advantage of you if they did something good for you. Every single time. The heathen don't stop, man. Right? They always scheming and plotting. That's their foot in the door. Yeah, because they always want a piece of what you got. They're going to tax you. Imagine that, man. Imagine the sons of Heth give the land to Abraham for free, right? And now down the line, right, the sons of Heth, right, the sons of Heth, they like, yeah, my daddy gave this to you for free. Surely you owe us. They always do stuff like that, man. Yeah. They didn't remember him. Like, what you mean? Joseph carried everybody through a famine. But now all of a sudden you forgot Joseph. And all his works. And then after that, you try to deal deal craftily with the children of Israel, man. Right? Let's pull that, right? Let's get Exodus real quick. All right, Exodus chapter 1. Exodus chapter 1. You can start at verse number 1. Like, this place is ridiculous, man. Every time you look up, you're getting taxed for something. Every single time, man. Bring that over.
Tax getting taxed.
Yeah, man. You get taxed every year, and then you got to pay taxes on the things that you buy with the money that they taxing. Like, that's not fair. Surely this is usury. If these were the children of God, they shouldn't be taxed, because their doctrine is that everybody is a child of God. So you shouldn't be charging usury on nobody then. Right. All of the law of God should apply to everybody then. if everybody is children of God?
It's supposed to be everybody's heaven.
Exactly. This is supposed to be everybody's heaven. And everybody's supposed to have it made, man. Everybody's supposed to have their own land. Everybody just supposed to be happy and flourishing inside of this place. But it's not, right? This is not the place that we belong. This is that wilderness that Job was talking about, that the book of Job was talking about, right? Bring it out. Exodus chapter 1.
Exodus chapter 1, verse number 1.
Bring it out.
Now these are the names of the children of Israel, which came into Egypt. Every man in his household came with Jacob,
Read.
Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin,
Right?
Dan, Naphtali, Gad, and Asher. All the souls that came out of the loins of Jacob were 70 souls. For Joseph was in Egypt already.
Hey, and that's why it doesn't mention Joseph or Ephraim and Manasseh, because they were already up in the land already. Right? Keep reading. Come on.
And Joseph died, all the brethren, all the generations, all his brothers, and all that generation. And the children of Israel were fruitful and increased abundantly.
And we were only 70 deep up in there. And then we sprouted after that generation died, man. That's how the Lord blesses us, man. We was a small nation, a very small nation, right? Everybody else was developed for the most part, except for us. We had 70 tower name. Imagine that, man. See that? And that's why the Japanese came out and said that black people are the Viltrumites.
Yeah.
Inside of that Invincible show. Literally, they came out and said that. That's crazy, right? Because they see it, when you watch it, for one thing, the Viltrumites were only down to 50 people. Literally. Everybody else got killed. Everybody else died.
The scourge.
Yeah, the scourge, by the scourge virus. And imagine that, man. The scourge virus, it just seemed like that the death angel, man. That's what it seemed like.
The scourge was like the Black Plague too.
Yeah. See, the scourge virus looked like the representation of the thick darkness in the Ten Commandments movie. Where the little green smoke come out. You know what I'm saying? That's how they depict it. But that's what it looked like inside of the show. Right? So now Japanese, like, they see us as the strongest people on the face of the earth with all sorts of spiritual power. Right? Keep reading. You was holding something?
No.
Okay, come on. Go ahead.
I had a quick one. You were talking about Japanese.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Samuel chapter 8 and verse number 2.
Bring it out.
It's like verse number 1.
Bring it up.
And after this, it came to pass that David smote the Philistines and subdued them, and David took Medog Ammon out of the hand of the Philistines.
Right.
And he smote Moab and measured them with a line, casting them down to the ground, even with 2 lines measured he to put to death. And with 1 full line to keep alive, so the Moabites became David's servants and brought gifts. Right? Verse number 11.
Come on.
Verse number 11, which also King David did dedicate unto the Lord with the silver and gold that he had dedicated of all nations, which he subdued, of Syria, of Moab, and of the children of Ammon, and of the Philistines, and of Amalek, and of the spoil of Hadadezer, son of Rahab, king of Zobah. And David got him a name when he returned from smiting of the Syrians in the valley of Salt, being 18,000 men. So
the Israelites, they get a name whenever something magnificent happens, literally. It's like, there go them Israelites again. You know what I'm saying? But now it's flipped. Now every time there's an atrocity, it's like, oh, the usual suspects. That's what Esau be saying online, man, on his little fake account, right? So that he don't get snitched on to his job, right? Because we'll call your job on you. Then you'll be out of a job, and then you'll be in the hood with the rest of the niggas. How about that one?
We're going to play it all like we your friend.
Right, see that?
Yeah, Salaki, quick point with this. 2 Samuel 8 is the whole chapter about David beating the crap dog out of all these heathen nations and putting them to death and also putting them in slavery. And he, with Moab, because remember, it's like Moab and Elam. The Indians, Chinese and Indians, they have a big population.
Right.
So with Moab, with them still having a big population, he gathered all of them together and split them in half. One side, I'm going to keep you as slaves, and the other side, I'm going to put to death.
Right.
So he drew a line in half. Ammon, he was beating the crap. He was killing just every damn tribe of the other heathen nations. And then he put them all in slavery, and he put police officers like police, like the buildings, whatever,
Right.
garrisons
Yeah.
all around.
Con.
So throughout the whole chapter, there's him literally killing thousands of heathens and giving all the glory back to the Lord
Let's see that.
with spiritual power.
With spiritual power,
Yes.
man. Let's see that. And the same like thing was happening inside the Invincible show, right? They were sent to go and spy out these other nations, man. Really to continue their bloodline because they was getting murked off. They got murked off real bad. They went from billions to 50, right? That's what happened. But now the other nations is making it plain upon tables that they make their shows based off of us because we're the strongest people and the most gifted people on the face of the earth, man. Right? This morning? Or was it more than
Oh, that was it.
that? Go ahead.
And increased abundantly,
Right?
and it multiplied, it waxed exceedingly mightily, and the land was filled with them. Now there rose up a new king over Egypt,
Right?
which knew not Joseph,
That knew what?
which knew not Joseph.
And that he didn't remember Joseph. He knew not Joseph. Read.
He said to his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
And that's what they're even scared of now. So they got to put all these different things inside of our community that destroys us over and over again, man. They got to plant drugs inside of our neighborhoods. They got to put all these Planned Parenthood things around our neighborhood. They got to put all of these Popeyes chickens and Chick-fil-A's that literally have like 500 ingredients
Right.
inside of it.
Right.
Literally.
Chinese food.
Chinese food where they literally selling you cat and rat, man. Literally. So they have to destroy you because they're scared that we will overpopulate them and eventually we'll run this bad boy. See, but they got to play the Jedi mind tricks on this as well. They got to put they got to own your so-called BET channel because Amalek bought that one. Right? It was black owned before, but once again, when black people get some of their own, and then they pass it down to their children sell it off, but just for a quick buck. Long at all, man. Right? So we just got to come back to our God, do the things that He says, man. Right? And we got to get it cracking, especially up in these last days, because the time of our salvation is closely approaching, man. With that, I give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Kwame Yashella.
Kwame Yashella.
Kwame Yashella.
Kwame Yashella.
Kwame Yashella.
Kwame Yashella.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Who got next?
We got next.
Fall on.
Rap.
Fall on.
Rap.
Fall on.
Rap.
What we gonna do?
Take the key.
What we gonna do?
Take the key.
What we gonna do?
Take the key.
When?
Now.
When?
Now.
When?
Now.
How?
Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
Them in hell.
Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
Them when I say hell.
Hashem Mashiach Yahushua.
Kwame Yashella. Kingdom of everything.
Kingdom over everything.
No surrender, no treat.
No surrender, no retreat.
You gonna get this work, eh?
get this work, eh?
You gonna get this work, eh?
Get this work, eh?
You gonna get this work, hey?
You gonna get this work, hey?
Kwame Yashella. B.I.B.
Windy City Warriors.
Windy City Warriors.
Midwest Gladiators.
Midwest Gladiators.
HOI.
HOI.
To the chariots fly.
To the chariots fly.
HOI.
HOI.
To the chariots fly.
To the chariots fly.
HOI.
HOI.
To the chariots fly.
To the chariots fly.
Kwame Yashella.
Kwame Yashella.
Kwame Yashella.
Kwame Yashella.
Kwame Yashella.
Kwame Yashella. Shalom.
Whoa.